Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we have another LEGO Marvel Avengers DLC video for you. This one happens to be the Doctor Strange free play. And that's right, we're going to get the bonus trophy achievement, Master of the Mystic Arts. We're going to get that true Avenger requirement of 70k. We're going to get all those mini kits. We're going to freely, and of course get those couple of gold bricks that we missed in our story walkthrough. So just as a reminder, the 4 bricks are complete the level with all mini kits, complete the level by saving Stan Lee, and as well as get the 70k True Avenger status. So those are the 4. Here we are with our normal superheroes, Iron Man and Thor, and we're going to go ahead and fly up into space and go to the all-new, all-different Doctor Strange level, which is just on the east coast of the United States. Go ahead and choose free play, and let's go ahead and get to getting. Now keep in mind this video has been sped up like all of our other free play videos, and we've removed all of the cutscenes. So another little note there too, we do have quick links down below in the video description to help you quickly get through to all of the mini kits and of course freely. And alright, here we are, we've got our baddies in place. They're kind of spinning around and pulling up portals and trying to scare us, but we ain't afraid of no ghost. So what we're going to do is start off by taking out the baddies that have been delivered to us, and Thor does that rather quickly. And we're going to head over to the right-hand side of the area. Psych! Left-hand side. It's early morning, guys. Leave me alone. I pulled a Dougie. He's terrible about right and lefts when he's explaining things. He knows the right and left, but he just says them wrong. So, anyways, we're going to go to the left-hand side of the room here. We're going to pull out a scanner, get our beep-a-wobble-beep-a-boop on, and look at that. It reveals a nice little shock panel here. So, shocking! We're going to go ahead and pump it up. We can choose Thor, Black Widow. There's a couple of other people that have the electricity ability. As soon as you get that all the way charged up, though, it does have a little eyeball come around, and it sees us in a weird way, but also drops a mini kit. So, oh to the yeah. Now, as soon as we get done with that, we're going to go ahead and tap the triangle button, or Y, depending on which platform, to go ahead and toggle characters. Now, all of a sudden, we're out in this weird dimension. We have to turn around, go behind us, use a character with the digging ability, and then pull out either Quicksilver or Stan Lee, as you just saw, to go ahead and use that Quicksilver boost pad. And then right down the road from that, we're going to find a couple of baddies. Look at that. I never realized he shoots pencils. That's that's pretty funny. But basically, we're going to pump up here. We're going to lift some weights and get all beefcake. And we're going to bust through this cracked wall here. Now, if you're having a hard time finding the cracked wall, you might have noticed there was some green, I don't know if they're plants or crystals or what they were, but they were blocking the old crack in the wall there. But we have revealed it. We have smashed that wall down, and now we're going to go ahead and dip inside and grab that mini kit. So look at that, 3 mini kits already, quick and easy. But hey, we do have a minute or two before the next one, so if you want to use those quick links, go ahead and use mini kit number 4 quick link to get to the next collectible. Otherwise, we're going to use our telekinesis to move those batteries into place, flip that lid on the back of the remote, and then stomp on that power button to ruin Dormammu's day there. As you can see here, we have now been sent back inside the house here, and we see there is a new little area, which is great. And we're going to go ahead and switch to a character with the great ability. The vision would work, but hey, this is Doctor Strange's level, so we'll go ahead and do his little meditation through the grate there, which I think is a little weird, but as soon as we get into this far right room where the portal is above us, in the back left corner, there is some silver bricks. So pick your character with your favorite character with the silver brick breaking ability. I told you it's early, leave me alone. And we're going to go ahead and destroy that. And then you're kind of like, well, what now? What now? Well, you have to actually sit on the seat there and play the piano. But it's also the button that switches characters. So you have to be right on top of it and press that triangle. If you do it right, he'll hop on the old stool, play the piano, and booyakashow. A mini kit will come flopping out, and we'll grab that before advancing here. So basically, you don't need to grab it. There's plenty of time before and after and even later that we could get this in this room. We just wanted to get them in a methodical order. And look at that. Once the portal sucks all the stuff from the room away, it actually reveals a little crooked painting on the wall there. We'll get to that here in a second. But all right, more telekinesis outside in this weird portal world here. And we've moved some. I don't know if I'd trust that or not, if I'm being honest. That looks a little sketchy. It's just kind of floating there. Anyways, it does the trick. We get all the way up and over, and ooh, a mini kit, but there's some weird black worms grabbing onto it. So they are some cosmic worms, or I guess black brick worms is another way we could call them, but we're going to go ahead and pull out Ultimate Ultron and shake it up and remove those little wormies. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and shake it up. All right. That's right. I said get out of here, worms. And look at that. We got a Minikit now. So halfway home. And oh, you know, a little funny side note for you guys. So when Doug was doing the guide for this, I asked him. I said, you know, hey, on the last DLC video, we forgot to mention the Stan Lee and Peril. And I said, as a result, I had to look like a dummy and turn on the Stan Lee and Peril detector. And he said, oh, my bad. No worries. No worries. I will get those for you. And he did. And I was happy to see him on my list. I was like, yes, he got them for me. That's awesome. But then, like a dummy, I forgot to turn it off when I started playing the game. And when I got so far into this level, I didn't want to restart just to turn that off and not have it there. So you get to see it at least one more time. Hopefully I'll remember to turn it off for the last one. We do actually have 2 more DLC free plays and 1 more DLC story. One of those isn't even out yet. That's the Shield one, but we do have to go do, what is it, the Masters of Evil, I think we haven't done yet. It was like one of the first ones too. Somehow we missed it, but all right, we are back inside the house now. There was some bits that fell from the ceiling that we have rebuilt into a little rocking horse. And we're going to go ahead and use telekinetic abilities to go ahead and move that horse and smash through the wall on the left that gives us access into the bathroom. But, yeah, now we need to switch to a character with the grapple ability, because right inside here, we're going to find this little toilet with a grapple plug up top. And this one was a little different. I've never seen this one. You have to grapple and then pull and hold down with the left stick. I don't know why they implemented that into this one. Maybe that was there before, but regardless, once you pull that off, it drops a Minikit, and then you just have to take out the bad guys in here. So, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And once they all get dealt with, we actually have to deal with 2 bad guys, and they start shooting laser beams at us. They're weird, though. They're like green laser beams, and all you have to do is simply shoot at them, and we'll get to that in a second. We're going to use a character with telekinetic abilities to go ahead and throw this rubber ducky back at him. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's got to hurt. And as promised, here is him and his, I don't know if that's like I guess it's just like a clone, or is that 2 different guys? I'm not well versed enough in some of these deep, dark bad guys. Now, once the Doctor Strange movie comes out, and I have a little chance to figure out some things, I'll probably know a little bit more, but nope. And all right, so once you shoot them both and remove them from the bathroom, and they're going to go ahead and actually use the portal to go up. They're going to suck a whole bunch of stuff through the portal, which actually reveals a little hole in the ceiling there. So we're going to go and fly up into that here in a second. But this is one of my favorite parts. But I do have to note, there was a little bit of a programming wahoo here. If you noticed, I was the Vision, and I hop in, and now I'm not. And there's like this little animation here at the end where you actually see the printer come through and print. I'm sure this is why they didn't, you know, allow the ability to change to any character, because that would have been a lot of work to have like the Vision get printed as he went through there and stuff like that. Because, you know, it's like an amusement ride. When you go through and you get to that scary part, it takes a picture of you so you can immortalize that, oh my gosh, face forever. But all right, moving along. As we get just beyond the old roller coaster, we find this little crane-like thing that actually has a Captain America shield switch terminal. So we pull out the Captain and we go ahead and toss our shield in there, which reels the old Stan Lee man up in a cage. So we're going to go ahead and analyze that cage to determine it's got some cosmic bricks around it. So we're going to pull out Ultimate Ultron one more time and shake it up and release the old Excelsior man. And look at that. He's gone. He's thanked us and he's gone. Excelsior. All right, last but not least in this little extra dimension area here, on the back right wall, there are a couple of cog gears that need to be put into place, and then once they are, we can go ahead and spin to win that little push lever there. But first, we got to shoot the parts down from the wall here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll need telekinesis to go ahead and move those up into place. So the Vision, the Scarlet Witch, there's a handful of people that have telekinesis. I believe Doctor Strange would even do it too, yeah? Yep, that's right, he did. All right, so we got those cog wheels into place. Now we just need to go and spin this wheel around. Ooh, there was a Poiple. Did you see the Poiple? That's great, that's great. I didn't even have any multipliers on. And not that we need them anymore. We have way more studs in this game than we will ever need. And, yeah, so, all right, here comes the old Cyclops one-eyed guys that come out, and, yeah, these guys are no good for Dormammu, but great for us, so Speaking of which, it's actually going to send us back into the house, and now we see that there is this little switch, or I don't know if it's just a rope or whatever, but we're going to get to that in a second. First, we're going to go to the bathroom and fly up into the ceiling. There's a couple of things up here. First, we're going to switch to Hawkeye so we can use his arrows, the sonar arrows, and we're going to go ahead and destroy that hourglass, which just shatters into pieces and reveals a Minikit. So booyah kashow. We have 7 of those in the bag now, and now we're going to switch to a character with telekinesis. And we're going to do this because there are 4 of these frames that we need to use telekinesis on and kind of get them into place. So the first one is up in the attic of the bathroom. The second one's going to be on the stairwell leading up into the second floor bedroom there. And the third one is going to be on the far right room. Now, this one does not expose itself until you complete this room and send him through the portal. And so you do have to complete a fair amount of this area before all of them are available, which is why we waited till the end to get all of these, because 1 or 2 of them are available right at the beginning. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get up top. We actually rip down that cord, which gives us access. And oh, look at that. Jump to climb did work. I knew it would. And as soon as we get up in this new room, we're going to go all the way to the left-hand side, shake that painting up, grab the Minikit, and then immediately jump on the bed, because look at this. I know your parents always told you not to jump on the bed, but in this case, you have to. You have my permission to jump on this digital in-game bed. That's right. And if your parents tell you, then you can tell them, hey, Brian told me to. But hey, look, parents, let's be clear. This wasn't a real-life scenario, so they are not getting an okay for me to jump on their real-life bed. Only the digital Doctor Strange bed. All right. Now that's settled, let's go ahead and move to the right-hand side of the room, and we'll notice there's a gold chest over here. We're going to go ahead and use our heat ray to go ahead and melt that open, and oh, look at that! That's great! We have another little access point to get into another room. We're going to go ahead and use the vision to get on through there. Of course, there are a couple of other characters that can use that, including Doctor Strange. But once we're in here, we need the ability to repair some blue bricks. There's some sort of a saw here, and it looks like we're going to saw this box in half. We've all seen this magic trick, huh? Usually it doesn't go as planned, but hey, look at that. I puked out a Minikit for us. Blech. So thank you. Woohoo! All right, so guess what, guys? That's actually it for the collectibles. Now, one little note that Dougie wanted me to mention. It turns out, for whatever reason, in the DLC levels, Dougie, at least, was having a hard time using the save and exit feature and getting the trophy or achievement to pop for him. So he was telling me that you actually have to complete the level. So if you're this far already, just go ahead and complete the boss. Try not to quit, save and quit, because you might not get that trophy achievement. And then you're going to be asking me, well, why didn't I get it, Brian? And I'm going to say, well, I don't know for sure, but did you finish the level? And then you're going to find out, I got to finish the level. But speaking of which, we did just finish the level. Booyakashow! Master of the Mystic Arts is now officially ours. We have officially completed the free play Doctor Strange level. And of course, we did get a chance to freely. So, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Like I said, we only have one more free play level of DLC content that's currently available to do. And that's my bad. I haven't done that. Dougie's already got the trophy achievement guide all written up. I just need to go follow it and make the video. And then, of course, we have one more DLC level coming out later. It's the Shield level. So we did get the old Doctor Strange comic book for getting all 10 Minikits. And, of course, we did get those last 2 gold bricks. And, wow, look at this. We're on this final screen, and you know what that means. That's going to wrap it up for LEGO Avengers DLC Doctor Strange Free Play, where we grab that Master of the Mystic Arts trophy achievement. We got a couple of Minikits, we freed Lee. Not a couple of freed Lees, but we freed Lee, and we had fun while doing it. So, hey, if you guys have any questions or comments, of course, head on over to our social pages like Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. We have all sorts of links for all of our Instagram and all that stuff down below, including a link to HappyThumbsGaming.com, where a trophy achievement guide for this game and many more are. So I highly recommend you go check that out, because who knows, you might have that game on your shelf that you've been waiting to complete, and you might, hey, look at that, they've got a guide for us, and it may totally change your day. So, and if not, I don't know. Think of me smiling with like no teeth and a mohawk. That'll make you smile. Anyways, all right. As for me, that's gonna do it for now. As always, until next time. Hi, I'm Teethless Brian with a mohawk. Nice to meet you.